What's up, fellow jewelers? Today I'm taking you on a journey outside my comfort zone. That's right, we're using material. Look at these, oh my goodness. We're using material to make earrings. I love it. I had a company, Global Land, send me free product, die cutters of all things. I don't know anything about die cutters, but if you can make jewelry, I am down, I am game. Let's try this out. And so they sent me a kit to make earrings. Oh my goodness, and I totally fell in love. Not only are we making earrings for this video, for the next video, we're making necklace with material and pearls and chain and all that good stuff. Anyway, I'm super excited. But today we're making earrings. We're making it super simple. We're gonna make this black faux leather earring. It's so cute. Now you can use fake leather. You can use vinyl. These are actually vinyl, a teal vinyl and a nice gray vinyl, or there's even leather. Now here's the thing. The material has to be super thin in order for it to cut completely through. So fake leather is completely great because it cuts through, the die cutter cuts through the material. But things like this fake vinyl, things like this vinyl right here, you need a little bit of cutting because some of the thread wants to stay attached, and so I just cut some of the thread off. And then for leather, it only does like half the job, and so I use scissors to finish the job off. But if your material is thin enough, then it is amazing, it is exciting, and it's so great to add material to your jewelry pieces. I mean, who knew? I've been making jewelry for over a decade, and I've never added like material to my jewelry pieces. So I'm super excited. Now again, I am no professional. This is not my forte. This is not what I'm really good at. So if you have any tips or tricks or just things you know about this, please comment below. I'd love to hear more. I want to get better. And I also want my viewers who are listening to me to have a little bit more information as well. But before we get started, make sure you subscribe to my channel and click that bell to get notifications because I'm all about the how-tos of jewelry making. So I'm excited to teach you how to make this easy earring. I know you're excited, so you and me, let's get started. All right, so this is everything you're gonna need to make these earrings. Now, I put the link for some of these things in the description below, and the die cutters I got from Global Land and all that stuff. So check out the description below for material list and tool list, as well as other things you're gonna need. And so on their website, they don't sell die cutter machines, but they have this exact same die cutter. I don't know if it's the same company, but the exact same die cutter. And they're like, oh, almost any die cutter machine will work. Well, I don't know if that's true, but I've been working my butt off to make this machine work because I got this off of Facebook Marketplace. And so I've just been using it ever since. I like it that it's not technology, because some is just by computer and all that electronic stuff. I like that this is just a crank with your hand. With the material, I got this at Walmart. I went to the material section and got some clearance faux leather, and so this is just really fake and it has like a soft back and stuff, and so you really don't need that much, and I'm really excited to show you how much you really don't need. And then this is your hole puncher, and we're gonna put that to the side, and then your scissors, and then they give you stuff with the die cutters for the earrings and tape. Oh my goodness, who knew you needed tape for making jewelry? And then here's the deal. This die cutter machine comes with some of these boards, but the boards weren't thick enough for all three, and so I janked it up. I am jerry rigging it, and I'm proud of it. But I'm actually using a cardboard as well, because it makes it just the right thickness to put under the roll to cut your material. And so I'm using their boards. I have this, you get this creamy board, and then a smaller cutting pad, which is, the B is smaller than C. And so you get these, but I just needed one more little board to help me through. So anyway, these are everything you're gonna need, okay? So the first thing you're gonna do is you're gonna get your material. Now I have like a half a yard here. It's a lot. I have a half a yard. You don't need that much. So what I do is, you can tell I've already been practicing and taking material from there. I put my material and I put it as far to the edges as I can go, and then I actually take a little tape. You're gonna need tape so it doesn't move. You're gonna take a little tape and you're gonna tape it, and then you're just gonna cut. I just cut around it. Like before, I would put tons of all my cutters on and then put them all through to save time, but I wasted a lot of material, I found that way. And me, I'm always into saving material, one, because it's expensive, and two, I just don't like to waste. And so I'm cutting around it with my scissors, see, and you just have a little piece of tape. You can put tape all over, but you don't really need it. I'm gonna put my material to the side. I'm gonna open up, and I'm gonna bring this to the forefront. You ready for this? I'm gonna bring this right here. And then you have your really thick board, your A board, right? And then you're gonna put where the die teeth, because there's teeth on the die, and you're gonna put it facing up where the edges, because you don't wanna really indent this board. And then you put, you can tell how much indenting there I've been doing. You put the B board down. Now I put the cardboard after that, again, to give it thickness, and then I do my C board, right? And so then you put this into the die cutter machine, and you use muscle, and you're using muscle, and you're using muscle, and you cut it. And then I do that, can I tell you, I probably only need to do it twice, like once in and once out, but I do it like 4 times because I'm very picky that way. I want to make sure that the die is cut and that we did a good job. And then I take it out. You can put, I'm just putting this aside because of you guys. I take it out and it has cut. Oh my goodness, look at that. It has cut it for me. Isn't that so cute? It is so cute. So they don't give you doubles of the die cutters. That's the only thing I really don't like. I mean, I know that's normal, I think. Sounds pretty normal. I wish they gave 2 per set, because I would use it to just do 2 at the same time, so I didn't have to do that process all over again, right? And so then we are going to get our jump ring out, and I'm gonna get my shepherd's hook out, and I only need my two pliers. I have my round nose and long nose. We can have 2 long nose, 2 round nose, whatever. And I am going to open up my jump ring. I'm going to open it up. I'm going to put it through my hole. Now here's the deal. This made a hole for me. I haven't been finding that lately. I've been finding I have to make my own holes. So that's why I have this tool, is that I go in and it makes the hole for me. If you don't, these are the sizes of holes, and I just clip it and then it makes a hole for me. This actually did a really good job this time, but I'm finding I'm having to use this tool a lot for most of mine, I guess. Okay, so I have my hole, I have my jump ring, and then I am going to put my jump ring through, and I'm going to put my shepherd's hook through, and I'm going to close it up. Why? Because if you don't close it up, everything's going to fall apart. You need to close it up so there's no gap. I say that all my time in my videos. Leave no gap left behind. Ha ha ha. That's funny. You're funny, Des. And I see a little gap, so I'm going to try to redo it again. You don't want a gap. You want to do no gap, and then it's kind of gonna hang funny. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hold the end of my shepherd's hook, and I'm gonna twist this. And sometimes I break my shepherd's hook, and there's plenty that if you do, you can get another one. And there, my fellow jewelers, you have, oh my goodness, it's so cute. You have your material earring. In this case, it's fake leather earring. And you just do that, so you do that 2 times. And that's it. That's how you make earrings. Isn't that so cute and so easy? I love it. Oh, these are so cute. I just love all the earrings I am making. They are so cute. I really want to hear your thoughts. I want to hear if you have tips and tricks. I just want to hear what you think about, die cutters and all that. So comment, share, like. I want to hear from you. Thank you again, Global Land, for sending me free product. If you want to get the same die cutter as me for the jewelry earring kit, the link is in the description below, along with their website. It's totally easy to purchase from them. You go to their website, you go to what you want, you click and say go to your cart and purchase, and there, my friend, they will send you this amazing material. I love it. So everything you need to know is in the description below. Before I go, I love praying for my viewers. I love praying for you. And I know I prayed this before, but I just felt like the Lord wanted me to pray again and give you an example. So peace that surpasses all understanding, peace that doesn't make sense, peace when everything else is going crazy, that God is the Prince of Peace, and He can give you peace in the middle of any circumstances you are facing. When I was getting married, I wanted dancing at my wedding. I am a dancer. I love worshiping God with dancing. It's one of my favorite things to do. David danced before the Lord, and it talks about like Miriam, Moses' sister, who was a prophetess. She danced before the Lord. I mean, the Bible talks about dancing before God. I loved dancing before God. It's one of my favorite things to do. And so for my wedding, I wanted dancing. I wanted dancing at my reception, to dance with my friends and to dance with my new husband and dance with Jesus, right? And at this church, they didn't believe in dancing. They just didn't think it was biblical. That's between them and God. Totally between them and God, right? But we didn't know that until we were pretty close to the wedding. And we're like, do we need to change where we're having the reception? But we were getting that for free because we were missionaries in poor and right across the street from them on the ships. And so we were getting it for free. And I just felt like the Lord's like impressed on my heart that you love dancing, and why would I have a reception where you can't dance? And so from then on, I had this piece that didn't make any sense, because they still refused for us to dance. I danced at a different church. I got married at a different church and had my reception at a different church. And so where I had my wedding, they let me dance down the aisle, but the reception, they were like, no, 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 no. And even up until the wedding day, they were still saying, no, you cannot dance. But I just had this piece that did not make sense. And so my friend called me on the phone when I was getting ready for the wedding. I was getting in my dress, getting my hair done and all that. She goes, okay, Des, I moved the gift table onto the dancing floor. And I'm thinking, huh, that's weird. Why? She's like, because we don't want them thinking that we're dishonoring them. But in my head, I was like, but God said we're going to dance. And so I'm not believing him. So if I leave this gift table not in the middle of the dance floor, why would we dance? And so I said to my friend, no, you need to move the gift table and put it back. We were having dancing still. And she's like, okay, they didn't say yes yet. And then we had the wedding, right? And all my friends went to the reception. We were last to reception. And my best friend, the same one that put the gift table in the middle of the dancing floor, she went to the people and she said, you know, the bride loves to dance. It's just her thing for God. We would not have the reception here if we knew any better. And so he called, I don't know, the pastor, he called somebody. And he said, he said what my best friend had said, and got back and goes, okay, you guys can have dancing. At the last minute, before we even got to the reception, everybody else was at the reception, before my husband and I, Joel, got to the reception, God had moved for us to have dancing. But he just gave me peace the whole time. Even when they're like, no, you can't dance. Even when my best friend was like, I'm putting the gift table in the middle of the dancing floor, all that, God just gave me this peace that didn't make sense. And he can give you peace that doesn't make any sense. You could be going through the worst storm possible. Someone could have died, or you could have lost a job, or whatever the case is. God can give you the peace in the middle of the storm. Just keep your eyes on him. Those who keep their eyes on the Lord will receive perfect peace. Okay, so I'm gonna pray for you and the peace that God has for you. God, I thank you that your laws and your rules are not dictated by the world's laws and rules, that even when everything around us can be a huge storm, God, you can still give us peace in the middle of anything we're facing. So I pray for my viewers right now. I pray, God, that you would put your peace on them that doesn't make sense, your peace that surpasses understanding, and that it will guard their hearts and their minds in Christ Jesus. In Jesus' name, amen. All right, guys, thank you for tuning in. If you want to know more about the peace that doesn't make sense, or you have a prayer request, send it to my desbutler@gmail.com email, and I'd love to hear back from you. But that's all I got for you guys today, and I'll check you in the next video. Bye!